Hi, I plan to talk about enneagrams today, and as title shows empathetic enneagram, I would like to cover both of these words. And the purpose of this is a simple. I would really like to encourage people to study and know more and use more enneagrams to their own benefit, to their growth, way to know themselves more, to feel better. And there are three levels actually where use of knowing Enneagram and practicing suggestions that are present in the different books can be used. First level is personal, to know your style, your first type that you use is very useful. Uh, it's also enormously useful in relationships, marriages, families, whoever is your significant other. You can improve very easily and very fast your relationship by using Enneagram. And of course, generally social group level, it is also very useful. So Enneagrams and the logic of Enneagrams is based on two basic facts. Fact number one, first one, we all have a basic need for love, respect, and trust. Fact number two, no one thinks they deserve it by it, just because who they are. We all think that we need somehow to deserve it, and we develop different strategies how to get there. One of the interesting things that we usually think that our perception of the world, our experiencing world, thinking about, feeling about world, acting to achieve our, make our goals and achieve our goals is kind of common. It seems like everyday logic, and it's not. It's just one way of perceiving and acting and interacting with other people. Enneagrams tells us there are 9 typical types. And when we study them, we can recognize some of our friends or family members. And also we can look out and decide which type we are. So usually Enneagram's 9 types are described in chronology ways, just naming one and show the way how they see world, how they experience world, what are their good sides, bad sides, sins, virtues, and how to go from painful parts of our personality to more pleasurable and useful parts. It's a process of change, process of self-understanding, process of working on themselves. Very, very usual thing that you can in counseling, therapy, in spiritual journeys, in meditation, many other activities where we work on self-growth and self-knowledge. In order to kind of make an intro and talk about parts, let's just imagine there is a party. In TA, transaction analysis, there is an idea whenever we go to the party, we try to figure out how you can get strokes there at that party with that group of people. And getting strokes means getting be acknowledged, recognized, appreciated, rewarded with some positive remarks. Uh, from the view of Enneagram, when we go there, we actually want to use our own strategies to be loved, respected, and trusted. Simple. So let's go through, just go through the process of every type. Very simple. Number one, when they go to party, they are perfectionists. They like to be right. They like to see things that, and how things function, that everything goes okay. So when they are at the party, they like to talk about or participate in activities that affirm that they are right, that affirm that everything goes on okay. They are very good in recognizing when something goes wrong and go to fix that. They are moral people. So their main goal is that they will present themselves as right. Number two, those people go to the party looking around and see how they can be of value, how they can help others. They are givers, they are helpers, supporters, and they are really very sensitive to other people's needs. So when they come to the party, they look around, and when they see that somebody needs something, they are going there to provide. Then they feel good about themselves. Number three, those are achievers. They are very good and effective to make results. They are really like to have successes. And when they come, they like to talk about way how to be successful or demonstrate it or be in activities that will affirm them as successful achievers. Number four, they are individualists. They are people like artists. They are a little bit, they don't like to be as everyone else, so they will uh, talk about how special they are. They will talk about um, their creativity, their honesty, show who they really are, and they want to be recognized as a positive, original human being. Number five. Number five, they are loners, intellectuals. They are called also observers, investigators. They have a lot of information, a lot of useful knowledge, and they want to show how knowledgeable are they. They want also show that they are problem solvers. They are like Sherlock Holmes. They want to investigate, to know. They also collect a lot of information in books. They usually have a big library. And when they are in the parties, while they basically are not so social as some other parts of other styles or other types, they still look for recognition as smart and knowledgeable. Six, those are, they are called the loyal skeptic. They care for a group. They want to see that the group they belong and the people they are surrounding with are positive, right people, and they like to belong. They enjoy to belonging, but they are also cautious that the group that they belong is the right group. So when they are in the party, they will try to join others, but they are also always cautious. Whatever is doing, that it is the right way, and that people are what they really say. Number seven, when number seven goes to party, they usually bring, they are sometimes they are spirit, soul of the party. They bring enthusiasm. They are never dark. They are never negative. They are always positive, like Peter Pan. They are always young and rambunctious and enjoy changes and bring optimism, energy. Number eight. Number eight goes to party with a need to show that they are boss or leader, somebody who can and will do to show their power, to show that I able to lead, that they are able to show strength whenever it's needed. And they talk about this and they will demonstrate. Nine, that type enjoys peace. They hate conflicts and they are very good in conflict resolutions. They will or avoid conflict as much as they can or try to solve it if it comes. They are mediators. They are problem solvers, social problem solvers. They really like peace and cooperation between people. So, who one are you? It's not always easy to find, and some authors will tell you you will need a years. After you read about this and after you go more in details, it seems that you can easily look at the people and tell, oh, he's this one type or that one type. But it's not as simple as it looks like. So be cautious to diagnose anyone with their type in the beginning. And it's never a goal because the real benefit of this, knowing an error, the real value just starts with the fact that we are not the same and that my goal and my values are not the goals and values of other people. I think that a lot of conflicts in this world would be solved if we would just start with that fact so that I can really listen to you, who you are and what do you want, and respect our differences. So when I said nine types, there is also a lot of subgroups. So it's called, there's several triads, on a social level, uh, on attachment level, uh, so on the way how people connect to others level. But one of the basic triads is that these nine types are grouped, are they regarding of body, mind, or heart people. So it's gut people, heart people, and mind people. Um, 8, 9, and 1 are gut people. 2, 3, 4 are feeling people. and 5, 6, and 7 are mind people. So how did I would like actually to say how what was my process of recognize who I am as a type and then investigating how it works for me and what is benefit. So there is a different way. One way, there is a numerous number of tests. Some of them are probably as usually you can find superficial, simple, actually same as the tests that you find in a magazine on the beach. And it tells you something, gives you some logic, give you some fun, but you don't take it serious. Some of these tests are really good. They are even validated for the reliability and validity, and you can find them too. And the third way is actually experiencing and I would say empathetic. And that's why I put empathy in the title of my video. Let me illustrate that. Um, when I looked at this type, I immediately looked at one and I felt like, I'm sometimes I really like to be right. I really like that things go the way that I believe they should, and I have some moral standards. And I know situations in life when I really acted like that to organize or support some changes in some values. Number two, I'm a psychotherapist. I was doing therapy for 40 years. So being a helper and giver and supporter was really easy to see myself as that type. Number three, it's achiever. Well, I have two masters in psychology, one in Europe, one in America. I have diploma of Gestalt therapies that I earned in a really rigorous 4 years training in by German institute. I'm chess player, wanted at one point to be professional when I got my title as a candidate for master. But it doesn't really make me happy. If all these achievements, so I'm kind of achiever, but in the same time, it doesn't mean much to me. Number five, I love books. I have a lot of books and I read a lot and I'm interested in a lot of things and I like to figure out things. I like to observe things, but it's still, I like to be smart and sometimes I am. And when I measure how does it affect me, it's okay, I would say. Number six, I noticed that I can play devil's advocate. I can really be six. I am also, it's important to me to trust the group that I belong to, work on my little society, how it works. And, but doesn't affect me much. Seven, enthusiast. School clown. I was a class clown always. I was always about enthusiasm, optimism, change. I changed my career when I was in my late 20s. It's, for me, this energy was always present. Eight, boss. I was a program director at a couple places. I was a kind of boss and supporter and manager for a year in a refugee camp where I was educated, supporting and managing counselors to work with trauma affected kids. Nine. Oh, I love conflict resolution. I enjoy studying, teaching, learning social skills, how to make peace. I was always enthusiastic. I am for nonviolent approach to solving problems. And I missed four, you probably noticed. So, four, basic four, fear of four that he's phony and, or average or something. And basic uh, need is to be sincere, honest, authentic, genuine. So when I work with the people, and sometimes they tell me I'm smart, sometimes they say that I was useful and helped. But when they tell to me, you were really sincere working with me, your personality was there, you are so genuine, I can feel, could cry even now when I'm talking about. This is my time. There's no, you know, I, I did some tests and shows this and that, and I talk to people, but you really feel your type. You can go all nine, but when you see the basic goal of the type, you will feel it. You will be hit by it. Might take some time, it might take months or years, but you will find it. And that's where empathy part comes. Uh, I think it's very important to show self empathy in order to know which type you are and how to use it. And especially, it will be encouragement to study more about it. And with others, use empathy to do it. Don't assume that just watching behavior or listening what they talk will help you to know what type they are. What they experience is the most important. And I think that's all for now about enneagrams and my basic purpose to make this video to encourage people to really study. And if you like, you know, like my video, if you like it, but more importantly, would mean to me if this is encouragement for you to study a little bit of enneagrams and to see how much it can be of value, and then shoot me a message or a question. Thank you very much.